And he said, I really want to use the take, but I don't want to embarrass you. Are you going to be okay with me using this? I can't really edit it out. And I said, you know what? If it's for the good of the film and that really is the best take, we're going with the snot shot.
When I'm feeling down, I can't wait for a strong cup of coffee and I tune in. I'm waking on up to Java with Jim. Now I know my best day can begin. Yeah.
Hello and welcome. If you stay with us until the end of today's show, I would like to make you an offer that you can't refuse. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of Java with the Gyms. My name is Jim Meyer, broker associate at Remax Gold. Now you have a friend in the real estate business. I've got my good friend Ashley Marie Woolley here. Thank you so much, Ashley, for stopping by again. And we were talking about one of your big roles yesterday about you going out and being in a horror movie. And I think that hopefully people will watch that this week, yesterday, and then save it. I will probably want to show it again when that movie comes out. What was the name of the movie?
So that horror film is called The Lithia Park Killer.
Uh-huh.
So if you look at IMDb, you can find the creator of that film. His name is Scott Sanford, and he's just a brilliant writer. I mentioned to you yesterday.
Wonderful.
And really, really fun to work with. He's done a whole series of horror films, and this is one feature that will be part of a 6 series. So those should all be launched, I believe, early 2025.
Okay, so you guys are going to want to keep in touch. Ashley, you a lot of your roles, you cry a lot. What's going on with that?
Yes, so that's sort of a coincidence how that ended up being. But I think I mentioned to you yesterday when we were talking about the film Leftovers, I played a homeless or unhoused person, however you prefer to use the terminology, but very, very down on my luck. And I was a victim of pardon me, I was a victim of domestic violence, which already is choking me up a little bit, as you can tell.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, who likes to talk about being a victim of domestic violence? Unless you're getting paid big bucks for it, but go ahead.
So we were not getting paid for this film, but it was certainly a passion project. So basically what happened is I was working with this director named Larry Delabrian Day, whom I mentioned before. And he does this very interesting directorial technique, which is sort of like, he calls it an interrogation. It's not as harsh as that, but he speaks to you as though you're the character and really sort of tries to draw out the emotion of you as the character and not as yourself. So I was an Ashley on that set. I was Dolores. And, he's asking Dolores about my experience getting hurt by someone I loved and, just kind of really drawing out those emotions. And I connected with the script quite a bit and the tears just flowed. So knowing that he had that superpower, he's been gracefully taking advantage of it almost every film now, which is kind of funny, actually. One of the weirdest questions he's ever asked me in post-production is he said, okay, I have a weird question for you. I said, okay, lay it on me. And he said, there's a really, really good take that I want to use of you when you're crying, but there's an obscene amount of snot.
Yeah. Oh my God.
No, I'm sorry. And he said, I really want to use the take, but I don't want to embarrass you. Are you going to be okay with me using this? I can't really edit it out. And I said, you know what? If it's for the good of the film and that really is the best take, we're going with the snot shot.
That's okay, good. And there's a lot of pervs out there that watch this show that might watch that film just for the snot shot. Who knows?
Is that a thing? I guess I need to look up like Urban Dictionary or something.
You know what? I think you just made it up.
Well, okay, we might go viral after this one.
Total viral. I can't wait. We'll have to put this on the TikTok or something like that. Whatever the kids are doing.
It's a trendsetter, isn't it?
We are trend setting every minute of the day. Now you could probably cry on cue, but can you release snot on cue?
I think they kind of go hand in hand.
Oh,
If
good.
I could turn off the snot faucet, I think I would have. But just once it starts flowing, it's kind of a free for all.
I wonder how many viewers we just lost.
Probably several. I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
For
we have
viewers.
6 viewers and we might be down to 5 right now. But
You know what, though? If they're a passionate filmmaker, this might be a good tip for them.
absolutely.
Go with the real bodily fluids because it's believable.
Well, while we're talking about films, how far will you travel to be in a film?
To the ends of the earth and back.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, because you got to come back to get that award, don't you?
It's not about that.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay,
It's not.
good.
I think if it starts to be about the Oscar or the big paycheck, that's when I'll start to question what I'm doing because, I'm still a struggling actor at this point. I have luckily gotten to win a few awards, but it's really not about that. It's about the story we're telling, for me at least. And I
Exactly.
hope
Well, you know
that's
what? That was part of my interrogation, and you passed the test. We will release you at the end. So, Ashley, this leads into tomorrow's question because you're
okay.
not into the money, you're not into the paycheck or the awards. You're into what moves you emotionally. Am I right? So, will you come back tomorrow? We'll talk a little bit more about it.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Thank you for sticking with us for the entire episode. If I have not worked with you before, I'd love to give you a gift when you hire me to help you buy or sell a house. I'd like to pay for your pest report. Of course, some rules do apply. Please call or text me 707-580-5391 or send me an email, meyerjames@aol.com. That's MEYERJAMES at AOL.com. Thank you very much.